Hello, everyone, and welcome to our August full moon meditation. Today's theme is World Meditation Day. So, with that, I picked a quote from my favorite book, which is Pipo. I don't know if I ever mentioned this before. I think I have in the past, but Pipo stands for peace in, peace out, just for anyone who might be curious. So, the quote is fitting to the theme, and the quote is, "We are the light." So, when we become the light, the world will be brighter. We are lucky to have seen the light before many, so we must share it with them, starting from the smallest world we know, our family. Then expand to our workplace and be bright and brighter wherever we go. So I thought that was very appropriate for our theme with regards to trying to be that light so that we can help not only the people around us, but eventually extending it to our community and even eventually to the world. So that is the quote today. A couple of things before we get started with our meditation tonight. If you were with us last month, we were talking about trying to do a mind challenge. So trying to challenge everyone to try to better themselves within the next 3 months. So last month, this month, and then next month will be 3 months with regards to the mind challenge. And the idea is to try to develop yourself, like a habit that you want to improve. It could be meditating more, like increasing your meditation to 10 minutes. If you're already meditating 20 minutes, maybe meditate 30 minutes, to something about yourself that you want to change. Maybe if you like to wake up late, try to get up a little bit earlier. Whatever it is your challenge that you want to improve. So we really encourage it during this period. And last month, we asked everyone to share what that challenge might be for you, that habit that you might want to improve. That way, you kind of end up, you can possibly encourage yourself more if you kind of put it out there, and it'll help you become more accountable sometimes. So if you want to share it with us, please put it in the chat if you feel like it's going to help you with your challenge. And then another thing, our teaching monk today is Monk Daniel. So excited that he's with us. I love meditating with him. A little bit with regards to our teaching monk. He's been a Buddhist monk since 2012 to present. He has been with the goal to spread meditation to the world, and that's kind of what he's doing now with us today. And also to whatever inner peace mission that he's given, to do it with his whole heart. So he is definitely an awesome teacher. I'm so excited that we have him here today. And at this time, we'd like to transition it over to our teaching venerable, Monk Daniel.
Okay. Good morning from Thailand, but good evening to everyone in America. It's wonderful to see everyone again tonight on the full moon, which is a very special time, actually. I get the question a lot. Why do we need to come and meditate on the full moon? What's so important about it? But I like to explain it this way, is as we come together on the full moon, it's the brightest night, because it symbolizes that even in darkness, there can still be light. The full moon is that example, is even though there's some clouds, even though it's dark, the moon is still shining. And sometimes we just need to wait for the clouds to go away and we'll see the moon. And most importantly, no matter where we are in the world, no matter what belief we have, what age, whatever it is, all the differences are gone because we all share the same moon. So right now, as we come together, we have to connect to that moon as an example, as it helps to make the night brighter, the brightest night. We also have to develop our mind to be clear. But tonight, we will be like the moon, trying to make our mind bright and clear, free from any clouds of anger, greed, delusion, free from any wandering thoughts, any distractions. Those clouds can go away when we come and we practice meditation together tonight. And most importantly, when we come together as a community, as there's hundreds of us together, when we come and meditate together on this full moon, the positivity generated, it multiplies with each and every one of us as we all have the same goal. As we close our eyes, it's funny because we're all over in different places, different rooms, some of us maybe even different countries. When we close our eyes, we're all in the same place, all in the same room, and we all have the same goal: to cultivate our mind, make our mind clear and bright together. So that's a positivity that grows and multiplies with each and every one of us coming together tonight. And you may notice that as you meditate together as a group, even though we're separated, but as I said, we're connected together with the same goal, same power of the mind connected. And you may notice that tonight you may meditate a little bit deeper than normal, a little bit easier than normal. And that's because it's not just a symbol, but it's also something that we can connect to, the energy that we can connect to tonight. So I am honored to have the opportunity to see everyone and meet everyone tonight, to help us to all go and connect to that inner peace within us and find our inner moon. As our lovely moderator mentioned already, right, that this theme is about World Meditation Day, which passed on the 6th. But World Meditation Day shouldn't just be, one day. Ideally, myself and all my teaching monks, all the people who practice meditation deeply, I believe that we would like everyone to practice meditation not just only one day when it's meditation day, World Meditation Day, but we would like everyone to practice every day. So we can continue with that theme today, that World Meditation Day was established on a day that was actually very tragic and horrific. If you go back to August 6th in the past, in 1945, which was the day when the atomic bomb was dropped on Japan, which is horrible, and we see the destruction of that happening. So what we need to reflect on that day is that why that happened is because the root of that was the greed, anger, and delusion in people's minds, taking over and expanding throughout the world, causing conflict, causing war, and 1 second. I think someone's mic is still not muted. I'm not sure if someone could help mute. As we can help to change and conquer the root of the problem, which is human mind, right? That day happened, that tragic event happened back in August 6th because the mind wasn't in control. It was taken over by greed, anger, and delusion, and it causes this conflict that we see. As I've mentioned before, but I always like this example because as children, or especially in the West, we're taught that under our bed there's monsters. We have greed, we have anger, we have delusion, but those are the true monsters. But as kids, we're taught that there's monsters under our bed, there's monsters in our closet, and we have to check to make sure that they're not there and go to sleep and feel good. But as we grow up, we realize that, okay, the monsters aren't under our bed, the monsters aren't in the closet. The true monsters are in our mind. It comes from, as I mentioned, the greed, the anger, and delusion. Those are the true monsters that if we don't keep them in check, they take over our mind and they influence us to speak, to think, to speak, and do negative things that not only impact ourselves, our world, our own family, but also expands to the whole world. Because as we know, if we dig deeper in looking within ourselves, we have this virus of the mind that's infecting us. we don't see it, but we can see it and experience it through people's words, people's actions. We may not be able to read people's minds, but we can see how infected those people are by their actions, by what they say. And only through meditation will we be able to go and clean and get rid of that virus of the mind, to make sure that the conflict that we have in this world, whether it's between, the small conflicts with your own family, with your own friends, your coworkers, as we have this, world, we have our own world, but the sphere of influence that we influence is actually multiplied as we go throughout our lives. And all the
I am not sure, but can someone put in chat if you
oh,
can hear?
sorry.
Okay, excellent. Thank you, Venerable. I wasn't sure if it's just me. All right, thank you. Welcome back.
Okay, I don't know how long I was muted for.
Yeah, you might have to go up one slide. Not this one, but yeah, there you go. The monsters.
Sorry.
No problem, Venerable.
So as I
Okay.
mentioned, in the West, we learn about finding the monsters under the bed, in the closets. But as we grow up, we may realize that those monsters aren't under the bed, aren't in the closet, but they're actually within us. And those are the most scary monsters, is when the greed, the anger, the delusion, and the negativity of your own mind takes over. And that influences us to have conflict, not only with yourself, but with others and everyone around you more and more. So if we can't conquer those monsters within us, we won't be able to truly end the conflict around us. This is something that is so important, and luckily for all of us coming together on this full moon, is we're going to the root of the problem that causes conflict, not only within you, but around you. So we have to really be proud of ourselves that we're coming together now, and we are actually helping to make the world a better place. Not only your own world, your own inner world, your own home, but also your community. Because all the conflict that we see, especially in the world now, and will continue to happen, is all coming from one thing, which is the mind. As we may learn about and see in the future, as we have another event coming up on the 27th, which is Earth Day. And Earth Day, for many people all over the world, the general theme is to look after our Earth, to look after how we can make it sustainable and how we can look after our environment. But those are huge goals. And those goals are hard to achieve if we don't focus on the first one, is everyone's mind. Whether it's World Meditation Day or that day, the whole theme should also always come back to how can we cultivate our mind to get rid of the negativity within us, to clean it out, which is the only way we can do that is as we're coming together to meditate right now. Because each and every one of us, we're like a candle. Like tonight, we're going to light a candle, right? It's not just it's symbolic, but also something that we can cultivate, as we heard from the quote in the beginning, is finding your own inner light, right? Finding or becoming the light that we need in times of darkness, which can only come from a mind that is clear and bright, which we can develop through meditation. So even though we may just be one candle, one light, as you can see in this picture, that one light shines very bright. No, it may be very dark, but the darker it is, the brighter your light. The darker the sky, the brighter the star, right? So just one little bit of light that you can create within yourself is powerful. And as we come together, we help to magnify and multiply that light. And we all have a part to help to make the darkness brighter. The negativity right now in the world, it can go away. It will get worse. It may get worse, but as our brightness of the mind comes, it will help to lessen it until eventually it will go away. Because as we come together, we help to shine together, just like all the stars that we have at night. If there's only one star, it won't be as beautiful, but it takes millions of stars in the sky to make the sky at night beautiful and inspiring and not as dark as we would expect. So the most important theme tonight is to navigate the darkness that we all will encounter in life, because there's many negative situations that are happening, as I mentioned, because everyone in the world is infected with greed, anger, and delusion. And as people don't know how to deal with that negativity within themselves, of course, we will encounter negativity. But as we come and practice meditation, we now have the power to navigate that darkness with the right source of light, which can only come from meditation. So even though there is darkness, negativity, obstacles, don't let that darkness hide the brightness within you. We can keep ourselves lit by doing what we're doing now, is coming together, meditating, helping to relax your body, calm your mind, and that's how you can relight yourself and find that light and source of light within you. Because your mind, within yourself, your mind is very powerful, and you can connect to your own brightness by doing this following these simple steps on the slide, which is to take it easy, take it slow, and just feel the balance. Feel the balance of where you feel conscious, but you also have comfort. So whether this is your first time or for many of us may have joined many times, but no matter whether you're a beginner or advanced in meditation, you only need these two things, which is to be conscious and to have comfort. And the key thing here is to always try to find that balance where you have both of them together. And that starts from relaxing your body as a foundation. And as we continue to practice, of course, throughout the meditation, we may fall off balance. So it's okay to adjust. It's okay to move physically or mentally so you can come back on balance and get that conscious and comfort together again. And if we have conscious and comfort together, we can win that inner war. We can overcome that greed, anger, and delusion within us and end the conflict within you. And once you end the conflict within you, the conflict around you is also going to disappear. And it's going to get, as you all come together and expand this community of everyone practicing and learning how to meditate, we will get to see that how can inner peace through world peace happen. So as we come and practice together, we need to take the time right now to go to the source of true love and compassion and understanding and positivity. True love can only come from within, so we need to go to that source and allow it to grow from within you. Only then can we spread it. Only then can we spread the positivity and the light within you, which is going to the source and developing it within you first. So like I would like to just emphasize that even though you have one moment of relaxation or you're just one person, we actually have a lot of influence. You just maybe not realize it, but as we go throughout the day, as we go throughout our life, there's thousands of people that we encounter, that we influence, whether we know it or not. So just by us coming here to still your mind, practice relaxing and cultivating your mind, you are really making a difference, not only for yourself, your friends, your family, but also the world. But before we can see that difference, let's spend some time together right now to cultivate our mind and go to that source of light within you and find that happiness that is waiting for you. So let's take some time right now to still and calm your mind. So before we start, I would like to invite everyone to take it easy, take it slow, and let's start by adjusting our body together. For those of you who need to stretch a little bit or move around a little bit, please feel free right now. Okay. So let's take some time together to become the light that we need, which we can attain easily and simply. All we need to do is start by adjusting our body first. There's no need to rush, no need to hurry. As we take our time, taking the time to find a comfortable and relaxing position, whether we're sitting on the floor, on a chair, wherever we may be. Find a comfortable position that works for you, that helps you to be comfortable and relaxed. And once you've found that position, we may slowly and gently, naturally close our eyes as if we're about to go to sleep. Because right now is time for us to rest our body and truly rest our mind, giving ourselves the opportunity to allow our mind to rest, to heal itself, which it will automatically and naturally as we just simply give it time. And as we continue to create a foundation of relaxation, physically first, taking the time to relax and release every single part of your body. Making sure that we are free from any tension, any tightness. By simply checking, making sure every part, whether it's our face, our eyes, eyebrows, relaxing and releasing our shoulders, arms, and hands, relaxing and releasing down our back, our legs, all the way down to our feet. And just put a small, content smile on your face, as if we're welcoming, accepting, embracing the relaxation that is beginning to grow. And just to make sure that we're completely relaxed, we can take a few deep breaths, breathing in and out, inhaling deeply and exhaling slowly. Try to put your attention softly and gently as your breath enters your body, filling it with relaxation as it expands throughout your body. Allowing all the tension, all the tightness to fade away, to disappear, to melt away, leaving only relaxation and comfort within us and even around us. As we begin to feel that relaxation expanding from within, the more we relax our body, the easier it is for our mind to calm down. This is the power of simply relaxing, trying to find that balance between being conscious and comfortable. The more we relax, the easier it is to let go. As we relax and release physically, we also need to learn how to relax and release mentally. Which we can do naturally and gently, bringing our mind back to the present, allowing ourselves to let go of the past, because for many of us, we're holding on to it tightly, afraid to let it go, or unable to. Right now, it's a golden opportunity to let go temporarily. Whether we're holding on to the past, grasping for the future, now it's time for us to just let go so we can receive something better that is waiting for you, within you. It's always been there. A true source of happiness and positivity that we can connect to anytime, anywhere, because it's already inside of you. All we need to do is relax our body and calm our mind, allowing your mind to fall into the right place. Which will help everything in your life to also fall into place. So right now, you have made the wise decision to let go of everything so we can receive peace of mind. We can connect to that peace by using whatever method that you find easy and relaxing. Whether it's to use the mantra, repeating softly and gently in your mind, as if it's coming from within you, resonating, repeating softly in your mind, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang. Samma meaning purity, Arahang meaning freedom. So it is as if our mind is becoming free and pure, free from the distractions, free from the negativity, as your mind will naturally, at its own pace, settle down. Or for some of us, it's easy and simple, relaxing, to visualize the moon, or tonight, the full moon. We can use it as an example, imagining it within you the best you can. Even though it's not clear, that's fine. It's natural when we use our mind to visualize that initially the image won't be clear. As long as it's calming and relaxing, that's the key. The image will get clear and it will change on its own. Whether we use the mantra or the visualization, for some of us, we may feel like we just want to let go. We already feel relaxed and calm. We can do just that. Follow your feeling. Do what you feel is right. We can just let go. Allowing the relaxation and comfort we feel to take our mind inside. As long as we have that balance, where we feel conscious and comfortable together. Our meditation will progress automatically and naturally. Every second that passes by, it will help to reduce the darkness in your mind, allowing the clouds to fade away, revealing the inner moon that's inside of you. We may not be able to see it initially, but we will begin to feel it, feeling the relaxation and comfort growing, expanding, accumulating within you. It will continue to grow, to gather, automatically and naturally, as long as we have that balance where we feel conscious and comfortable together. All the obstacles, all the distractions won't be able to bother us. So continue with that feeling. Continue with the relaxation and comfort. As your mind will become clear, bright, and positive. As our mind becomes still, and eventually our mind will stop. When our mind stops, a true happiness will begin, starting from a spark of contentment and igniting into a happiness that we have never felt before, but that has always been waiting for you. It will come as long as we stay relaxed and calm. We don't need to go looking for it. All we need to do is to look within, keeping your mind relaxed and comfortable. Before you know it, we will feel it. So for now, let's continue to meditate together. Every second that passes by is a precious moment that we can collect together as we become the light that we need. So let's enjoy the meditation together in silence. Now that our mind is more calm, more relaxed, that we take in the time to light our inner brightness, lighting it with relaxation and comfort. Now that we have lit our inner candle, our inner brightness, let's take this opportunity to transfer that brightness, that positivity within you, transferring it from within and expanding it out. So we can take a moment together to light our candle in front of us. So when we are ready, we can softly and gently begin to light the candle on the outside. And then we can come back and continue to maintain our inner light, our inner candle together. Now that we have lit the candle on the outside, as well as lit the candle within us, let's continue to spread our positivity like we have spread our light, both physically and mentally. Because now that our mind is more calm, and every moment that we have taken to still our mind, we have collected moments of brightness, of positivity within us. Because every moment that your mind is still, every moment that your mind stops, the greed, the anger, delusion, and negativity within you, it also stops, being replaced with relaxation, with positivity. So now that we have collected that within you, we can spread our good wishes, spread our good intentions, spread the brightness within you that we can feel. Allow it to spread from within onto your face, forming into a smile of true happiness, of contentment, a smile that can change the world, not only for yourself, but for the people around you. Because now that our mind is positive, it is a powerful thing. Your mind is an element of success. So use it wisely right now. By wishing for everyone, including yourself, your family, your loved ones, slowly expanding out to your friends, expanding out to everyone in the Zoom, everyone listening right now together. No matter where we may be, no matter the distance, no matter the differences, when we close our eyes, we're all in the same place, connected by the peace and relaxation within you. As we share our good wishes, wishing for everyone to be healthy, to have good fortune in every way, being free from any harms, any sickness, and most importantly, wishing for everyone to have the opportunity to cultivate their mind, to conquer the negativity within their mind, and find the happiness and relaxation that we feel. Even though it's just a wish, it's helping to change the way we think, which will help to change the way we speak, the way we act, as we spread the positivity within us. That positivity will come back to you. So let's continue for a moment, allowing that positivity to shine, expanding out. And once we finish wishing, spreading our good intentions to everything and everyone, we can slowly bring our attention back to ourselves, going back to wherever we feel comfortable. Feeling that comfort and relaxation within you again. And keeping your mind with that feeling just for a moment. Sabbe buddha palapata vajje kanang chayang palang arahanta nate sherakang pantami sabaso sababuddha nupavena sabadhamma nupavena sabasangha nupavena satha soti bhavantu te. And when we are ready, we may slowly and gently open our eyes.
Thank you, Venerable Daniel. So everyone, we do have a couple of announcements before we transition to Q&A. Just to let you know, for those who need to hop off, that's totally fine, we understand, but the Q&A is actually one of the best parts of the session, so you don't want to miss it. You can learn so much, so I do definitely encourage you to stay on, and it's about half an hour. So for those who have questions, please be ready. This is a great time to ask our teaching monk with regards to your experience or anything that you want to know with regards to meditation. In terms of our announcements, please jot down our next full moon meditation. It's going to be next month, September 10th on a Saturday. So please jot that down, join us, invite your friends, family, everyone in your household, extend it outwards. It doesn't matter where you are. You can all join us online to meditate with us together. Again, September 10th, which is on a Saturday. Also, if you haven't been on it yet, our tamagayameditation.org website, we encourage everyone to visit this page. This is a great page to learn about our meditation technique, the different centers that are located if you're looking for one close to you. In addition, we also have another website I like to share, which is Mind Gem. And here you can learn more about our app. You can download it. We've got over 100 tracks from our teaching monks. It's a great way to supplement your meditation when we're not meditating together. And then also, we do have on-site meditation classes. In fact, I think many of our centers are offering the full moon meditation session at their center. I know my center is, which is Georgia. So hello, everyone. I'll see you guys next Wednesday, if not Sunday. And yes, we do have our centers that are open with in-person sessions. Our California location, Chicago, and also Georgia. And you can visit the websites to find out the local times and the class offerings. And then next, we're going to transition to my favorite part, which is the Q&A. So if we can get Monk Daniel back on, please. Thank you. Hello, Venerable. All right, so, oh, look, we already have a question coming in. So this is the part where if you've got a question, please enter it in chat. And those of you in Georgia, please represent us. If you have a question, let John know and he will facilitate it. Nan will actually type it in, or we can open it up to the floor, whatever is easiest. And that goes for any of the centers as well. But you can also put it on chat if you've got a question that way. So we've got one from Amy, and her question is, when letting go of the past and sending those in our past love, what is the best way to forget and completely release them and fully let go forever, even with bad memories or when bad memories arise? And this is life, it happens. I think that's what that meant. Whilst life happens. I've never used that word, sorry. But that's a good question because, I've had that as well in terms of trying to forgive someone and really getting to the point of letting go, because I think it's easier said than done, even for a practitioner in meditation. It's not always easy, depending on what that person did to you. So, Venerable, what is your suggestion for that?
I think this is a very deep question and also wonderful question. I know many people struggle with letting go, myself included. The most important thing is, as we practice meditation every time, is that if you notice, we try to end the meditation with spreading love and kindness, or trying to wish or spread good intentions, which the most important thing is repetition, because when we first do it, it's kind of like we are also fighting that initial feeling that we can't forgive or we can't send actual love, but it's kind of like we're just thinking it first. Maybe we don't feel it truly yet, but we're just thinking it. And it starts from that point as we practice every day and we get deeper and deeper meditation. The understanding and wisdom and positivity that you generate within yourself, it increases. So it's easier and easier in the future to do it. But in the sense of that, how can we forget or completely release those people, is that I like to put it this way, that we have people that whether it's good memories, whether it's people that we love, or sometimes it's bad experiences. What I try to do is to not necessarily forget them completely, but we forget the things that were negative, or forget the things that were dark, and we keep what was positive in that situation, or that with that person. Try to focus on the good and let go of the bad of it. So we'll try to focus on what was good from that situation, or what was positive from that situation, rather than maybe it was a bad memory, or maybe it was a huge traumatic situation, but there was something good that happened from it, whether we learned something new, whether we got stronger as a person. So focus on that rather than the negative situation. And if you ever find yourself drifting back to thinking of the bad memory, or thinking of that negativity again, we also need to realize it as quickly as possible and switch modes, change the channel to whether it's to use the mantra or the visualization, just to take your mind off it as quickly as possible. Because it's kind of strange that physically, when something hurts us, let's say something's hot, we automatically recoil. We don't keep our hand on the hot thing. But mentally, for some reason, we like to keep our mind mentally on something that's hurting you. So if we practice meditation more deeply, when I say to have conscious and comfort in balance, when we practice, we should transfer that kind of understanding to your daily life, that you have conscious and comfort as you're walking through your life. And when the comfort starts to go down, we need to adjust as quickly as possible to get it back on track. So in that sense, you can practice doing that, and also just to hopefully that gives you some kind of answer. I'm not sure. If not, please continue to write in the chat.
So Amy did say that it's easy during meditation, but back in reality, it's a little harder. So that was just a comment. So the next question we have, Venerable, is first of all, he wanted to thank you for a wonderful meditation session. And the question is, how do you clear your mind completely to allow meditation to help you find your path in life when you feel like there are too many distractions and too many different paths?
Sorry, one more time. I saw that comment.
Okay. The question is, how do you clear your mind completely to allow meditation to help you find your path in life when you feel that there are too many paths and too many distractions?
The most important thing is to still and calm your mind first, and allow your mind to, in the beginning, of course, there's a lot of clutter, a lot of distractions. But as we use the mantra, use the visualization, and just give it time, your mind will begin to settle naturally. And as it does that, gradually you'll get to the point where you feel calm. And in that calmness, in that stillness, there will be more understanding and wisdom as you get out of the meditation. Or even in the meditation, you may have that moment of clarity. And there's many paths. Of course, there's many paths that we have to choose in life, which may be confusing. But from my practice and from Lumpur and all the great meditation masters, they always emphasize that you need to, the easiest recipe for success, or the easiest way to help guide you through all that, what we feel is difficult and all these different decisions, is the first decision we need to make is to still and calm your mind. Make sure that your mind is calm and at ease. When your mind is calm and at ease, it'll become bright. And with that brightness, it will help you to navigate your life more smoothly. So if you don't know what to do, you have to if you can't think it out, get out of thinking. If you don't know what I should do, what I should decide, a good tool you can use right now is to sit down and meditate and try to calm your mind first before you do anything. If you make that a habit, you're going to start to see that all the difficult situations or the different paths, it's going to narrow it down. Maybe it'll be only one left. So it takes a little bit of effort in the beginning, but as you continue to meditate, it's only going to get easier. Because I know in the beginning, initially, it's hard to clear the clutter and calm your mind down, because we haven't done it in many years. Many people, maybe this may be your first time even meditating. So if you can only get a moment of calm, a moment of peace, that's a good start. And it's a moment that, people have been waiting for their whole life. Just a moment of where your mind can stop and clear the clutter is a good step.
Thank you, Venerable. So the next question is, what does peace feel like?
What does peace feel like? I think this is a question that you also have to feel for yourself. A question that you have to, ideally, if you can still your mind, you'll start to understand the word peace truly. But to give you an idea, it's basically, my definition would be where you are content, content of what with your present moment, which is we can all connect to that peace. Actually, we all have peace within us. We all have happiness, but the problem is we don't. Our mind isn't present. Does that make sense? A lot of times, our mind is in the past, whether we realize it or not. Even though we say that our mind is, we're in the present right now. I'm listening to you, or sometimes they say like, I feel sad. Even though I'm in the present, I feel sad. But if you ask yourself, are you really in the present? Your body is, but your mind that is making you feel sad is thinking of something, whether it's in the past or in the future. So your mind isn't actually present, and your mind isn't at peace. So if you can bring your mind to the present truly and calm your mind, you're going to feel a new kind of peace. And ideally, I would like everyone to continue to meditate, and you'll feel and understand and have your own definition of peace.
Thank you, Venerable. That was a question from someone in New Jersey. And then we have a question from someone in Georgia. And the question is, how can I gain more awareness and learn from my mistakes?
Well, you're taking the first steps right now by meditating. And this is the best way to develop mindfulness, because as we meditate and we have to feel that balance of being conscious and having comfort, right? We're not using our eyes, we're using our feeling and using our awareness. So we're developing that mental capability to be in touch of how you're feeling as you're practicing the meditation. And as we practice that skill in the meditation and we open our eyes and we continue to live our life, that habit of being aware of how you feel, being aware of your emotions, it will grow and get stronger. So it's very beneficial to continue to meditate so you can develop that awareness and you can be able to have more wisdom and learn from your mistakes, because it's very hard to learn from mistakes when your mind isn't clear, when your mind is filled with clutter and your mind isn't, working at an optimal level. So when you practice meditation, it helps to get rid of the clutter, makes your mind clear. So when you do make a mistake, you can see it, you can reflect on it. But a lot of times, if we don't practice meditation, your mind is filled with clutter, your mind is very dark. So you just keep repeating the same mistakes. So you're doing it right now. You're learning how to learn from your mistakes, and you're increasing your awareness right now by coming to meditate. So please continue to not just meditate on the full moon day, but every day. And you're going to start to see a new kind of awareness automatically happen just by meditating more frequently.
Venerable, so we have so many good questions flowing through. I hope we have a chance to answer them all today. But here's a good question too. And it's, what is your definition of the human connection, and what advice do you have in obtaining it?
This can be answered many ways, the human connection. I would say that from our practice, from my master Lumpala Machio, my father monk, he would always say that, no matter the person, no matter the differences, the beliefs, we all have this kind of common ground, which is the center of the body. We all have this point within us, which is, the exact point. You may not have to focus exactly right now where it is, but generally that center of the body is, at the 2-finger widths above your navel in the center of your abdomen. But in practice, we can connect to that point by just relaxing and allowing your mind to settle down. It will go there automatically. But when talking about human connection, is that no matter where you are in the world, we all have that point. No matter who you are, what age you are, as long as you are a human, you have that point. So as we all practice, as we're doing now, meditation, we can connect to that point. And we as we cultivate meditation more deeply, we understand ourselves more. And we can realize that we all share that same point. We all share that same peace and happiness. And also, there is more that you can feel from that connection. So as you can put it, let's say it simply, if we all take the time to go to the center of the body together, that will create a human connection stronger and stronger. To as we connect to ourselves, we're starting to connect to the people around us more, because we realize and understand ourselves more. And when you realize and understand yourself more, it's easier to understand others, because we're more alike than we think. We're more alike than we like to put ourselves. To put it like that, we all have same emotions, right? Just different degrees of it. We all have love, we all have anger. But when we understand ourselves more, it's easier to accept others too. When they get angry at us, right, or something like that, it's easier to realize, okay, we are same. We're not that different. So I
Yeah,
would
we
say that, yeah.
agree. Yeah, we all kind of essentially want the same thing too, right? Venerable, like everyone's looking for
Yeah.
that
Everyone is looking,
peace of mind,
okay,
happiness.
to conclude, if the human connection is happiness. We're all looking for what makes us truly happy, whether it's in people, in situations. But if you come and practice meditation, you realize that the true happiness comes from within you. So if you want that human connection to be stronger, we need to find that happiness within you first.
Wow, lots of questions today, Venerable. So here is another one that is a good one too, and we've got plenty as well coming. But what is the best way to meditate after a traumatic brain injury?
This can be, depending how traumatic it is, it can be difficult on the sense of actually practicing meditation to a deep level. But if we're still able to maintain the feeling of, like, be aware of how we feel to a certain point, it can help to at least calm your mind. So like a thing that I use often if I'm in like physical pain or bedridden in the hospital, like I had before, I had a operation on my knee in the past, so obviously I wasn't able to meditate as normally, and I had some pain. So in that sense, I have to use the mantra and just repeat it and kind of build a shield where the mantra is stronger than the pain, and kind of take your distraction off of it. So you can give that a try, and it can help you to recover.
Venerable, there's a question with regards to self-discipline, and it has to do with trying to understand why in the self-discipline to abstain from eating after midday.
So the eight precepts in Buddhist philosophy and is the main reason for it is to cultivate your mind deeper. So it's a deeper practice, or more a higher level of discipline. So with the goal to cultivate your mind deeper. So all the 8 precepts or the additional precepts that are added are to help get rid of the distractions, or to help increase the likeliness of success in meditation. Like, for example, not worrying about perfume, not worrying about not listening to much music, or all those things, and as well as not eating past noon, because that abstaining from eating after noon, if you practice it, you may realize that, especially when you're coming to meditate, you don't need as much energy as before. And when you eat less, it's more likely you won't fall asleep, because your body isn't using the energy to go and digest. And it's actually, you will be more lighter for the other sessions, like the late or the afternoon session, the night session. You can still take refreshments to help, so your blood sugar and everything doesn't drop and you feel tired and hungry. but it's also about reducing the meal and the energy intake to be in moderation so you can meditate more deeply and more easily. So that's basically why we abstain from eating after noon, and that's why monks also practice that as well, because our main goal is to meditate and cultivate your mind, and you don't need as much energy as you would as if you weren't practicing meditation all day.
Thank you, Venerable. And then here's another question with regards to losing someone that you love. How should we keep them in our mind and stay still and happy? And this person says, sometimes my mind is down when sometimes it's normal because it's been a difficult experience.
For losing a loved one is obviously very traumatic, and it's not easy to just like let them go. But what I try to do, with myself included, I lost my father as well, and it doesn't mean that we let go of them, but we let go of the pain, but we keep the good things from them, the lessons we learn from them, the good moments. We keep the good, but we let go of the bad, and try to focus on the things that were good with them rather than focusing on why aren't they here anymore. Does that make sense? So focus on the positive things that you had with them rather than why aren't they here. And we also have to realize that if they were here, they would want us to be happy, right? So I don't think they would want us to focus on the things that are the sadness of that they're not here. If you focus on what they did or what they taught or what they gave us, it's like they're with you anyway. So it's not like we're letting them go. They're obviously they're gonna stay with us, and try to focus on the good times rather than the times of why aren't they here anymore. And most importantly, sometimes we need to focus on we have many people that we love that are around us here right now. So focus on the people that are still here that love you. They're all around you, and love the people and care about the people that are still here as well. Focus on them too. That can help you to kind of let go of the pain as well of the people in the past that you may not be able to let go of them, but realize that around you there's many people and many things that make you happy as well, and try to focus on that. If it's not possible or you find yourself slipping and feeling devastated, then it's time to meditate. Try to try to go and sit down and meditate and use the mantra, use the visualization to kind of be like a barrier or a shield to keep your mind, an anchor to keep your mind in the present and not go back to the negativity of the past.
So Venerable, there
easy.
was, oh yeah, that's always a hard one. It's something that it's like you see it, it's a part of reality, and it's just something that everyone has to deal with. It's not pretty, but it's part of life, and we just have to learn to be content and realize that one day it will be us. And so we have to try to use our time as wisely as possible and accumulate as much goodness, because that's all we really have is our actions. And do those good things and think about the person that is no longer here and its energy, they can actually receive it. Right, Venerable Daniel?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's a question. It's a little lengthy, so I'm just going to kind of summarize it. But this person feels that she's been trying to share her light to her mother, but it seems like her mom and her are having, her mom's refusing it or not really accepting it. And she says, why is it so difficult for you to be able to share it with your parents, but yet it's easy to do it with your, she's having an easier time sharing it with her coworkers and friends, but not her family members. And maybe in this sense, maybe the light means just good deeds. I don't know. She didn't really specify, but she just said she's having a hard time sharing her light with the people that she loves.
I would say that you shouldn't have to worry too much about are we actually spreading it to them, because we are physically here because of them. So like your blood, your body is from them. So everything we do, which is positive or that energy, it can go back to them automatically. Actually, that's why it's actually very important in in Buddhism that as a child to do merit to your blood relatives, because you're connected through that blood and that connection automatically. And even though you may feel that the connection isn't strong, it's actually strong. It is strong. So don't worry too much about it. Hey, I can't. Am I connecting to them? Just try to softly and gently think of them. If you can't think of their face, just think of their name, and that's enough. That's enough to connect. You already have. It's like a Wi-Fi. It's like you already have the password to connect. You just need to get in range. If you get into range, you'll connect automatically. And the way to get into range is just to have a little hint to connect to them, whether it's their name or if you can think of their face. Imagine their face.
Thank you, Venerable. So that wraps up our meditation session tonight. It is 10:30. We would like to invite everyone who is still on the call to please take a couple of minutes to fill out our survey. It's going to show up in the link shortly, at least it's supposed to, fingers crossed. And if you can fill out the link, the survey, and let us know what you felt about today's session so that we can improve it. For everyone else, goodbye. Please mark down September 11th next month, and we will see you again then. And also, we do have a couple people that are staying on to actually meet with Monk Daniel to give feedback to him directly. For anyone who'd like to participate, please let us know. We'd love to have feedback from everyone who has a time to do it. But other than that, at this time, let us accept a blessing from our teaching Venerable before we wrap up the session. So Venerable. And I like to put my hands together and my palms together and accept the blessing.
With the positivity that you have generated within yourself by taking the time to still and calm your mind. Every moment that you do that, your mind creates a positivity within you. It's like a sphere of positivity glowing within you that will help to collect and accumulate all the positive things that you have done in the past. And may that positive energy within you help to bless your life in every way, to be healthy, to be fortunate, to be happy. May you be able to overcome all the obstacles that you encounter with this positivity, with this brightness within you. May this brightness help to guide you, to protect you in every way. And most importantly, may it help you to attain deeper and more profound meditation experiences within you easily and quickly, very soon.
Thank you so much, Venerable Monk Daniel. And at this time, the link is on the chat. So if you can take some time to fill it out. Again, we will see you next month on the 10th. Bye, everyone. Have a nice night.